everyone, Richard Carlton here. Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. I'm here with Nick Hunter and Margaret. We are doing another day of awesome FileMaker training. We're also watching our network performance over here because we've changed up the hardware here a little bit. The Discord folks have had a good time of it. The recordings on Twitch and YouTube have been less than exemplary whenever I broadcast from this studio location. So it's going to get a little bit of work done in the interim. So in the meantime, let's do some announcements real quick. We'll see if we can break stuff. If you go to FM, I'm going to put this over Nick's head. We don't need to see him. There we go. He's invisible. If you go to fmtraining.tv, hit the live training button. You can come up and see the upcoming broadcast schedule. Today and tomorrow is Nick Hunter. And then, which today and tomorrow are kind of advanced conversations. Tomorrow, or Wednesday, is going to be more of a basic kind of conversation with this concept of directed workflow, which might be kind of important depending upon your users and the size of mobile devices they're using. So that's a little bit sketchy. Thursday should be really interesting. It's our first installment of kind of an ongoing Hansa conversation from 2-4U. Hansa is a really good developer in the EU. So he does a lot of performance testing. He does a lot of really interesting stuff. He has all sorts of IoT integrations and stuff. I'm still trying to, when I find time, wire up my FileMaker controller to unlock and lock the doors, right? It would be kind of funny. Then Friday is an interesting conversation as well. So Friday is going to be about security. In fact, that title is a little bit off. It's FileMaker server security configuration or security tips. I would say change the word from configuration to security. Minimizing exposure to ransomware. So we're going to talk about not so much how to configure FileMaker server. We've done this a number of times. It's in the recordings. If you're looking for that, you need to check out one of our other recorded videos. Actually, it's like a set of 5 videos that's in our paid professional training. So funny that I mention that. The live streams are all awesome and great, but if you want to support the channel, instead of me just asking for free handouts, how about you buy some Girl Scout cookies from me? Instead of Girl Scout cookies, we'll give you something that's less likely to make you fat and overweight. These bundles right here, training bundles, concludes all our video training courses. We don't sell our courses individually anymore. We sell training bundles. This training bundle right here, the complete bundle, it's like if you could buy a truck, a semi-truck full of Girl Scout cookies and put them in your house. That's what this is right here. It's freaking awesome. It's amazing. And so that way you help support the channel. You get Girl Scout cookies. You get awesome FileMaker help. You get everything that we've got, including the certification training, which is great. So highly recommend the complete bundle. If you only want to have part of the stuff that we do and then complain to me later that you didn't get the complete bundle, then you buy this lower level bundle over here, which promptly will result in people complaining that they didn't get something they wanted. So that happens, I can't tell you, all the time. So that's it for now. If you see the certification training up here, it's already in the can. If you want the certification training, you go over and you buy the complete bundle. So there you go. So this is Nick Hunter. All right, so what's up today, Nick?
Today we are going to continue what we started last Friday. And so it's 3 days talking about the hamburger menu. And so that I went to, discuss about hamburgers, meatballs, and kebab, and doner, and all the good food. So let me share my screen very quick. So let's start where we left on Friday. So Friday we left on saying that the hamburger menu can be made out of multiple ways, right? So there's not only one way to do a hamburger menu. So I was articulating Friday that you can do a hamburger menu just using a button bar, a layout, a button bar, right? And you just call it from you call it from the menu here. You call this window, this layout with a new window, right, which is a CalStar window, and then you can just click and say, oh, I want to go contact, and you go in contact. So this is one way, an easy way, beginner's way to do that, right? But we want to do something more advanced than this. More advanced, but at the same time, simpler. So let me explain. This is quite complicated to build. I mean, is easier to build, right? But it takes more work, so it takes more work, much more work to do something like this. Okay, so because you need to do each button, and so you need to attach, you need to double click, attach the script, and everything. So you need to do a lot of things. You need to edit each button and go next and next and next and type, and type the whatever it is, pick up the whatever icon you want, and put the script you want. So it's kind of difficult, right? It takes time, and it's easy. Oh, no, I mean, let me rephrase. It's easier. It takes more time, and it's not flexible. So you have, yes, the only benefit on this is it's easier, but that's it. Everything else, it's to the garbage. So let's see how we can do something better than this. So here we can see what we have here. So we have this menu here, right? So it looks better. So there's a reason why it looks better, because I have more freedom. I have more freedom to do something better. If I want to do this looking thing using the button bar, it wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible because you are limited by the object shape itself, which is the button bar. So you have limitations. You need to be a genius to know how to manipulate this object to the limits, right, and over the limit, but it's not recommended. This way is better. So let's work on this, how we can do this. First, what you need to know is this is not, I said it's not a portal. It could have been a portal, but it's not, because we don't require the limitation of the portal. We don't require it. And it's a list view, which gives you much more freedom. And it's record-based. So it's record-based, that's why it's a list view. That means each thing you see here, each row you see here is a record demonstration. So first thing we need to know, what is the benefits of getting something record-based? The benefits is this. I'm here. I want to add a new navigation here. Oh, I think I have a bug here in this version. This is the version okay, I need to go and create I need to go there and create a new. I fixed it in the last version, but I'm not on this one. Okay, so I'm going to create create a new layout, a new record. So this is done. So I have a new record somewhere. No. Wait. Navigation. T. Hold on. Sorry for that. So why is not showing up? Desktop.
Remind everyone to ask questions.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I don't know why I cannot add a record here. Why it's not showing the record here? I don't know. That's something weird. Oh, here, untitled, no? No, you don't see it, no?
David,
okay, I don't.
Just to write something.
I don't know why it's not showing. It's the Cartesian. Let me see, 14x. T14x. Why is not showing up? So I don't know. It's Cartesian, and it's not showing up. Well, here we go.
There you go.
My bad. Oh yeah. I was surprised why. So it's a record-based. So it's record-based. So I can just put a name here. Let's say I want to go to I don't know. I want to go to the quick access. Okay. And it's there, right? And I want to go there. So what the quick access layout name is, this is the quick access layout name. I paste the name of the layout, right? And now like by magic, I have my quick access, right? But that's the old one. So let's put the quick access, the new quick access here. Okay, oops. So let's go back to preferences, the new preferences, okay, okay, and change it. Okay, so now I have the quick access to the new one. Quick access, bam. See, can go contacts and quick access. So I have it here. So you see the benefit of getting the record base is that I add a new record and I add a new item here, so I can access directly my menu, right? And I have access to this immediately. The other advantage that you have, and we are going to see some of these advanced feature that we can get out of the record base, is that you can eliminate a record without deleting it. Let's say you say, oh, I want a user, I don't want a user, like I don't want Marge to see expenses, product, and project, for example. You just can filter it. You can have a filter and say, okay, oh, this user, he cannot see this, or this user can see this, right? So you can do something like this because you are record based, right? So this is a big advantage. The other advantage is this. So let's see how this is built. So let's open the layout where you go. So you understand that what I was saying Friday, that this is when you go there and you go there, this is a card style window. So I'm not going to come back here. So Friday I did a great demonstration of what the card style window is. And I did a demonstration of what all the type of windows, right? So this is the card style window, okay? So I want to build this. Okay. So very simple. First of all, it's a list view. So we have absolutely nothing to build. One button here, some text here. We have one icon, right? So we have two groups. And very simple. This group is when is inactive, and this group is when active. Why? Because you notice something here. I have two icons, one black, one white. Okay? So, and because it's record-based, I cannot use the glyphs from a button. Okay? I want to be record-based, so it needs to be a PNG file. Cannot be an SVG. It has to be a PNG. So I need two colors. I need the active color and the inactive color. So, and here is black and white. So this is an inactive state, this one, and this is the active states. So how I'm doing this, how I'm doing the determination, who is active and who is not, okay? But it's very simple. It's like whenever my variable that defines the current navigation number, whenever it's pretty much like a conditional formatting, but hiding an object and showing an object. So when the number is the same as in the current kind of variable, in that case, I hide this thing, you know. So pretty much I hide this when it's active, and I hide this when it's inactive, right? So it's very simple. So pretty much I have nothing complicated here. My object, I have a button here because I have an icon here. So you see my construction here. I have a button with an icon with the caret here, right? I have this icon in the button. Then on top of the button here, I have a container field. Okay. Here the same. So I have a shape here. So thanks to have the shape, I could do whatever I want. I have the inner shadow. I have so I have a nice inner shadow of the color. I have the round corner. I have everything I want. So I have a nice shape here. And on top of this, I have a text field here, which is the title of the current record. And here I have the icon white. So here I have the icon black, and here I have the icon white. So, and this group is hidden when this group is shown, right? So why I put that group on top is because that group is where I have the button to click and go somewhere. Because when this is active, you're there. So you don't want the button to happen, right? Here you want the button, and you see you have the hand like this. Here you don't have hand, no, yes, no. See? So you give an indication to the user that here they cannot click and here they can click, right? So, and it's kind of obvious also with this caret icon that you don't have here. And you have the background that shows you that it's where you are, and you have the contrast and you have the background. It's so that is because my friend Scott Kane didn't like my first version of the hamburger menu, and I changed it. So
Scott's not even here to hear you blame him.
No, I'm not blaming him. No, it's good. He didn't like it, and I just went back to the drawing board, and that's it. And now I saw that he has it in his file. So, okay. So, do we have any questions so far?
We don't. I'm looking and I'm keeping an eye out. Again, people, I am watching all of the chat, so feel free to type something in like, oh, hey, how do you do this? So, but no, you're good to go, Nick. There's nothing here.
Okay, good to go. So far it's kind of obvious. So, you know, so now you understand how it does, how I'm doing this, right? It's a list view. So, the big advantage of the list view is that we have many freedom, okay? We have the ability to, to hide record. So I could have a menu with this only, right? Not hiding, not showing all. We have the opportunity to sort because I could change the sort order, see? So we can sort very simply, right? So here I want to make sure that this is sorted in one order, right? Not alphabetical, because I could say, oh, I want alphabetically, okay, but no problem. You just go there and you say, okay, I want the title, and voila, you have alphabetically, right? So you understand how easy it is, right? So, but what you have, the advantage you have here in the record is that you can remove, change, edit very quickly, and you don't need to go to the layout, right? Like another demonstration that we can make is, you go preference and you go to the navigation and you go quick access and you say mix menu, okay? So you can just rename it. It doesn't change anything, and when you go there, you have mixed menu on the bottom. So it's kind of very simple, right? So, and so we have many other advantages of this, but before we go to how enhance those things, because we can go far with these things, and I'm going to show you tomorrow how you do advancing, but I want to show you how this works. Okay, the script behind it and the logic behind it. So you understand here that when you click this, right, you are in preference here. Okay? But when you go to dashboard, you are in home because this is a home. Okay, if you go quick access, okay, now I have a menu, but before I didn't have a menu, but you go there, you still in home. If you go window training, you're still in home. If you go to accounts, you are in account, but if you go to the list, you are still in account. So same for contact. When you're in contacts, you go there, you are still in contact. And you go there, the list, you're still in contact. Go there, you are still in contact, etc., etc. So how am I making so how I get to the record I want to get? How I'm showing the highlighted I want? How I make the determination that I am in contacts and not in accounts, despite the fact that I am in the list view or in the email menu or the follow-up, knowing that I cannot refer myself to the layout name because it changes. You know, I have different names for different layouts, so I cannot count on the layout. So let's see what the script's doing. And of course, you know me now, and I wanted to do something very, 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 very simple, right? So this is it. I have one menu, one script that I call the universal script. It's a universal script. That means it can be called by from any part of the location of the file. This is what it's done. I'm explaining this later, okay? Not now. So forget about this closed window. Now, I'm setting a variable, right? I'm setting a variable, and you know me that, you know me, and I'm using everything with a list of value. Each time I do something, I go and I do, and I work, I do all my logic into a list of value, not a value list of value. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm going to explain that later, what I'm doing. I'm opening a new window, which is a car style window, and I explained to you yesterday how to do this window. In the window, in the layout, I have a own layout enter script that sorts the navigation layout. I'm sorting it, BIM. And then I'm setting the window title with a particular name. Very important that I'm doing this. And the line one and this one are related, and I'm going to explain. But first, and then I go to the request, I go to the record based on that variable. Right? Okay, so why I'm doing this? You see here the menu. Let's say, imagine that I am in preference, right? I am in preference. And when I click the menu, let's say you land like this, right? Let's say you don't have this. Let's comment out this. Let's say you don't have this, right? Here what happened. Okay. Yeah, but because I need to make sure that I am here. Okay. Here what happened. Oh, it goes there always. But you normally land in a position where you cannot see where you are because it's on the bottom of the list. So you need to scroll down, scroll down. If you don't, what's the name? If you don't have a way to go to the record you want to go, you need to go in order to scroll the window down and know a scroll window, a script step is not as accurate as going to the record where you need to land. Okay, so how am I making the determination, okay, of the positioning of a menu item? For example, how I know that this one is on the position number on the position number. So how I know this is on position 8, right? On position 12. How I know that this is on the position 12, okay? How I know? Because at no time I'm saying, hey, by the way, I am in the 8th, I don't put any number, I don't give any indication. So here, how I'm doing this. So let's go there and reactivate this. So here, I'm setting a variable. And what is this? When I first launch the file, the FileMaker file, I'm creating what I call a list of layouts, okay? But I should have called that list of menu item, but I call that list of layouts, right? So how I'm doing this? At the beginning of this, when I launch the scripts, I have a new list of, I have a new variable somewhere. Don't remember where it is here. I'm pretty much saying, okay, give me the list of all the titles of the preference of the navigation. All the titles that I have in this table, give me all the titles, okay? And build me a list with all of them. So that gives me something I called the list of layouts, right? So if I'm go there and I'm doing this, I have my list of layouts, right? So I want to use something, a custom function that I created, and you have in pretty much all the sample file that I'm sending you and the new FM starting point. Get value position. So this is my list, and this is what I'm searching for. Home is on the first position. What about estimates? It's on the 4th position. What about products? On the 7th position. So now I know where are the position of each tab. So I can have, for example, if I have a list, okay, and I have Nick, and I have Rick, and I have Marge, and I want to know, okay, where's Rick? Number 2. Where's Nick? Number 1. Where's Marge? Number 3. Right? So you have a list of values, and you say, I want to know where this is. Okay? Which position? So right click just for fun. Let's go and have a look of this value. Get value position. Okay, so very simple. I'm getting what I want to search for. I'm getting the list of what I want, where I want to search, right? And I get the position of the first letter, right, of this. The position here is said, give me the text, what you search for, where you want to start in the text, how many occurrences you want to start from. So in that text, search for this and give me the position. It will give you the position of the first letter, but that's fine. Now, for example, Nick, it will give me the position of the N, okay, in the text. It will say, okay, The position you are in is 320. This is the position. The position we say you are in the 325 character is end of Nick, start there. Okay. Then, right, I'm selecting only those characters, only those. Let's say if this says you are on 300 characters, this will select only the text from the first letter to the 300 character, right? And then I'm counting how many I'm doing a value count on this, okay? So it's I can come back on this to explain how to do those things. I know you guys want something, when you say, when you see a lot of things like this, I know you guys get confused when we say the left of the right of the middle. Okay, I know you get confused when we start doing things like this, right? So at one point I might do a webinar based on this. So we have a question here. So instead of SVG, we have PNG, where is good place to go. Yeah, I'm going to show you that. So
we do have two more questions besides that, real quick. Sorry. Related.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
David Angel, do you pass the layout name to a global variable? ?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'm using. So yeah, that's what I want to continue this. So now you know how I'm making the determination which number I am in. But how I know the number, it's because in the button here, I have a button. I'm telling this button is for preference. So I'm giving the indication this is for preference. If I go there, oh, this is from home. If I go there, I go to account, I double click here, and you say, oh, this is from account. But the list view as well is from accounts. So whatever, when I click here, it will say, by the way, set the variable current nav and get the value position of which position it is in my list of layout. Open a new window, right? And go to that record. Go to the record where for example, if this tells me, oh, you are in the 12th position, okay, I go to the record 12. If my window is small and I'm showing just the 5 first record, automatically FileMaker will scroll the window and to show me the 12 records. Okay, I'm not popping names. I'm not counting on names in my variable. I'm counting on numbers. I don't care names. So I said the current nav, right? The current nav here is 12. This is it. I am in the 12th position. I don't give the name here. I'm using the name based on the list. That means I can change the name tomorrow without breaking anything. If I change the names, if you rely on names in your scripts, if you change the name of the menu, you have to go to the script and change it. Here, I don't need to do this because I don't care about the names. Right? It doesn't matter. I don't need to go to the script and change it. So you understand that this script is extremely straightforward. I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm setting a variable. Okay. I'm opening a new window. I'm sorting. I'll set a window title, which is nothing, and I go to the record. Bam, see, it scrolled down. I go to the record to show it. And now that I have the number, you understand how I'm hiding this, because the number is said, if this is 12 and the number here is 12. Okay, show me. That means, hide this one. Hide the gray and put me the blue, right? This is what it's doing. So very straightforward. Based on so you understand that all the recipe is in that custom function of mine that do this, the set variable. Everything there. This is what tells me where I am. This is what tells me which record I need to go, and also which state I need to display. So one variable, one number is doing everything, right? So now I want to show you. So if you don't have any other question, we can go.
We do have one more before I let you go.
Okay.
Peter Gaines, does the sort order have to be the same to retrieve a correct position from the Cartesian order?
Of course, good question. Thank you. I was going to skip it. Of course, it is obvious that the sort order of this need to be the same as the list that determine me. So how I'm doing this? I have the T14X. This is where I have, this is from preference panel, I have my navigation on Cartesian. And I'm saying here, it is sorted. Okay? So what I'm doing here, I'm going there and I'm sorting by the order. Right? That makes sense. So it needs to be synced. The sort order on this, right, needs to be the same as the sort order on this. So if you change that sort order, you need to change the sort order of the layout names. Yeah. So I want to, now that we know how to show things and hide things, how to go to a layout where I am going to close the window before to go to the layout, right? You understand? I know that confused many of you. How to go to a layout that will go after I close the window, right? So when two or more layers start with the same letter. Oh, I don't, yeah, that's a question here. What happens the get value position when we don't care because I start from two, project, product, start with the two first letter, and it counts, it do the determination on, it gives you the first letter of the whole word. So for example, you say you look for projects. It's not going to look for P. It's going to look for project and tells you, oh, project starts there. But it doesn't say, oh, the P is there. You know what I mean? He said project starts there. So projects, not P, right? So I hope that answers the question. So that's why the get value position is working fine, because you will have where you will have some funky results is if you have product management, product storage, product this, product that, product, if you have multiple words, multiple menu items starting with products, it won't work. So, but I have a trick for that. We have a trick for that. I mean, we have a technique that overcome this impediments, and that also something we can do in another webinar. Marge, can you take a note on this? Can you take notes on the left, middle, right kind of text position stuff, and the value position? What I just talked about, the value position trick with multiple. The trick is pretty much very easy. You remove the blanks. But anyway, I will explain that. So I want to show you what happened when you click here and you go to the, you close the window, you go to the. So
Real quick, other question real
Yeah.
quick before we move
Go
on.
ahead.
Could you work if you find the record, then show all? And also maybe zoom in a bit more on your scripts when we're talking about them, please?
Yeah, okay. I don't understand the question.
Could you, David Andrew, you want to like clarify? Because it's from David. Could you work if you find the record? It could work if you find the record, then show all? Question mark.
Oh, no, this is BS. No. Yeah, no, what? No. It's complicated. Look, perform find, then go, and then show all. It's not lean design. Is BS design. I mean, you understand? You know what I mean, right? Here, it's straightforward because you want this to work like BIM. And I create that technique also to work on WebDirect. And I also create this technique to work on iPhone and iPad. So you want this to be like snappy. Go to record BIM. You don't want perform find, go to record, show all. And I'm not sure it will work the same. Because it will do a show all, and we hide you. Yeah, it won't work. It won't work. The only way is to say go to record BIM. Okay. So, but now it won't work as well. Okay, so let's go and see what happened when, you want to go to a layout that goes after closing a window. So I cannot use a go to layout right away. And it depends which button I am in. So that's why I use this technique here, saying, okay, I'm going there, and I'm pasting the name of the layout here. So, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I was saying Friday. Friday, I have a discussion on this. Yes, it's true. If you rename the layout, it breaks the script. But let's be honest a moment. Those layouts, context, data entry, you're not going to change that every 5 minutes. You need to be able to edit the name of the layout at the moment you create the layout, or if you change the entity of the layout, then you change the name, but you're not going to change the name of the layout every 5 minutes. So, that being said, you don't need to come and say, oh, if I rename it, I'm going to crash, I'm going to break it. Yeah, you're going to break it. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I said Friday. If you want to be, if you want to apply one day to work at Google or, at Meta now, because they changed their, not Facebook, but Google or Alphabet, Meta. If you want to go to Postulate to work at that place, and you start coding by changing names and removing things, you're going to be fired in 20 minutes. Okay, so you don't delete, you don't rename. Period. Okay, developer don't rename, don't delete, or it's something like extremely well documented and approved by 2 or 3 bosses before you do. Okay, so it's not like you change what you want and you do what you want in a coding environment. Okay, so here I apply the strict rules of namings and coding. Okay, but it's true that this is not something you're going to change every 5 minutes. So don't bother trying to overcome that problem of renaming. If you go Java, for example, let's say, you Java and you rename something, you're going to have a big question mark instead of your Java, what's the name? Web viewer, right? You will have a blank stuff because you rename something. You cannot rename something, right? So that being said, this is how I'm doing, because I have the name of the layout here. What I'm doing here is just a script that says, okay, send in a send in a script parameter the number where I want to go, close the window and go to the layout attached to that number. So this is how the script's parameter works. Okay. So I said that's the number where I want to go, and that's the name of the layout I want to go. Then my script says, okay, I'm setting this variable with the number you want me to put there. I close the window, and I am going to the layout you want to go. So you want to go because go to layouts, you can define by, say, oh, I want to go there. Or you can say layout number by calculation, because I could have used number, but I hate to, this, okay, this go to layout by number is something, is even worse than the name. Because if you do this, imagine, if you do this, you change the number of the layout. Can you imagine this? It's a nightmare, right? So it's this function here, go to layout by number, is something like issued from FileMaker 4 or 5, but by name is cool because you can go by name and you can put any type of calculation you want here. Okay, so you can define the name of the layout just by the, whatever. And here I'm getting the parameter, the second parameter. I have two parameters, 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm sending this, right? So I have two parameters here. Question: could you dynamically get the layout name based on the? Shigo, James. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can do that. You can do this super complicated things. In my opinion, it's not something you're going to I mean, if you rename your layout that you need that type, it's because you change and change and change. I understand, but to be honest, something you set up once in the life of the file, because your contact layout is not going to become the recipe layout tomorrow, right? It will stay a contact layout for a long time. So that's why I don't want to, bother too much with this, right? So now I want to show you something. So let's talk about the advantages of being on the list view and not being in the polar or bottom bar. So what's the advantage? First advantage is this. Right? See this? My mouse is here, so I'm putting my mouse here. Right? So the mouse is there. So if I want to go to project, let's say I want to go to estimate. So I can navigate. See, I have three states. I have the current, the active inactive, right? And the navigation that I use with arrow up, arrow down, right? And it works very well. Let's say I'm on the first here, and I press the arrow down, and I keep pressing. See, it works. It does exactly what expected, right? And to select one, you can press space bar because it's space bar to select is kind of a common. Space bar or return. Right? So how I am doing this? I show that many times, but I'm going to show that another time. So of course this is possible only because you are in the list view. So what I'm doing here, I have an on layout keystroke scripts. So how those on layout keystroke script works. Okay. Here I have here on layout keystroke navigation hamburger. Okay. So first, I have multiple things here, and I'm getting the code of a key. So here, for you guys to help you, I always put this on top, on every on layout keystroke. I keep this for debug purpose.
Can you zoom into the script a little bit real quick?
Oh, yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah, yes, much better. Thank you.
Okay. So I have this. Okay. So I have a custom, I use a custom dialog, right? And to help you debug demonstration. Let's say I'm pressing the space bar. Space bar is 32. Is the code, is the ASCII code of the key. If I press, I don't know, 0, no, this is not 0. If I press 0, this 0, 48, right? So if I press Shift A is 65. 65 is Shift A, and I press the modifier key 1, right? And the letter is capital A. So I tell you what it is. 65 combined with, what's the name? The key 1, the shift key, you get a capital A. If I press A, it's 97. I don't have the shift key, and it's a small a. So I have all the keys of the keyboard. Arrow up is 31. 29. Arrow down, 31. Arrow right arrow, 30. Left arrow, 28. What else? Space bar, 32. Escape, 27. Carriage return, 13. Enter, because you have carriage return, right? And you have enter, not the same. It's 10, right? So pretty much, you have all the keys, 6 and 1 and exclamation point. It's not the same, right? So you have all the key. This little trick here that I put here gives you the opportunity to know which code does, when you struck a key, which code you're going to retrieve, okay? So now that you know how to get the code, you say, okay, give me the code of, whatever key I pressed, okay? The trigger keystroke. If it's equal to 32, and I'm telling you what it is, okay, do the script. Do the script. Okay. If that is the, if I do this, I'll go down, right? I'll be back. And I have a modifier key, go to the last. Otherwise, go to the next demonstration. Option, Alt, down, Alt, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? With Alt. Without Alt, down, up, down, up. So, with Alt, last, first, last, first, last, first, Without the Alt, down, up. Okay? So, this is how I'm doing the determination. If I press the arrow key and I have the trigger, go to the last. Otherwise, go to the next. And, give me which one is selected, refresh an object to make sure that, and alt the script, stop this, stop that. I don't like too much the else if, else if, else if, else if. It's not easy to read. Sometimes it is good, but sometimes it's not. It is good when you do the sort, for example. When you do sort, my new sort here. This is good, or when you have many, you know, else if, because that's simple. You know what I mean? It's simple. It's narrow. You can see a block. You can see that, you know. But when you have something like this, right, like this, it's complicated to read. It's not easy to read. You understand? So that's why I don't like it. And I prefer, by far, doing on object keystroke. I prefer by far doing this. Which one is the? Don't remember the name. Up, the 0045. So it's very simple to understand what's going on. Code 31 arrow down, code 29 arrow up, code escape, close the window. Demonstration. I have this, arrow down, arrow up, spacebar select. I have this, arrow down, arrow up, alt up, alt down, or escape. So you have a lot of key combination, shortcuts, and you don't use any custom menus. Okay, so, and you don't need a custom menu, by the way, and you can't do a custom menu to do this. To do this is not the good technique to use. The menu, because you can say, you know, this with a menu. You need to use the combination of keys, and so it's you need to use a shift something or a halt or command or whatever. So do we have any questions?
Currently, no. There was that one SVG PNG where to get those question. If you want to answer that real fast before we go.
Yeah, it's Shigo. Yeah. If I did something, thank you, but it's a demo file. I'm going to free it away.
Yes, it's going to be thrown into the void.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I also thought it deleted one item. Okay.
So basically, just discussing the fact that you deleted an else if and they're concerned. It is not the master copy of FMSP.
No, it's not. No. I'm not doing that again. I was doing because before I was using the master, doing the demo, and that I was pretty much every day. Remember, every day I was finding a bug.
Yeah.
I was finding a bug. Yeah.
So do you want to answer where we find? So instead of SVGs, we have PNGs.
Oh, yeah, the SVG. Okay, so yes, yeah. So I give you that information where I'm doing, and I'm going to show you right quick if you want. I have 5 minutes. How I'm doing this. So it's a good thing. So we go to a layer, a website that named Flat Icon. Okay, I like it because it's full of good things. So let's say I have my magic, my infamous quick access, right? So I want to go to the quick access. So I tap quick access in the search box here. And what do I have? Oh, I have this quick access. I have one only. Let's say without the quick. So what do we have? Access. Yeah, this. I don't like too much. This is cool. This is cool. But I want, here you have filters. So I want black, and my type here is plain. So I want the field. Okay. So I want a quick access. I want a quick access. Now this one, let's see, I don't know, quick access. I like this one. Quick access. I don't know. This one here, no. I don't know. Quick access. What we can do, or what do you think? What we can use? Whatever. Let's say quick instead of access. A quick. So you see, you can see like the quick. There's all timers. Whatever. Okay. Oh, quick access. I like this one. Okay.
That's a good one.
So I have the black. So I can just go there and say, okay, it's a PNG. a 256 pixel is enough, right? So I want to download this, so it's downloaded. Then I go to edit icon. Right? I go there on the color here. I go white, and I say download, right? PNG 256. Okay, now I have my two icons here, right? So we are on Mac, so I'm going to show you something cool because most of people doesn't know. See the icon here? I can see the icon, and go there, and go there, take the icon here, and go there. So now I have my quick access menu, right? So that's cool, right? This trick here?
Yes.
So, but that Mac's only because PC there. So,
Stop torturing our poor Windows.
no, it's look. So now I have a nice quick access menu. Look.
There you
Looks
go.
fantastic.
Nice. Cool.
Looks fantastic.
It does.
Yeah.
We do have one more question before we yeet us off, RC.
By the way, no. Yeah.
Well,
but here, for example, the quick access here, I have a problem here because it doesn't highlight the right one. I'm on quick access, and it's still saying that I'm on home. Why? It's because I need to change here to say, no, this is not home, it's quick access, right? So you need to do this. So now, because you need to tell him where you are, right? So this layout is quick access, and now quick access. Oh, maybe because I quick access. Okay, quick. Why did I change? Did I mean quick? It's cool. Quick access. I don't know why it's not telling me why. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Okay, so why not going to the quick access stuff? Is weird. Okay, so that was the bug of the day.
Yep. Bug of the day. From Cameron, with the get value position function, what does it return if you give a string that is not found?
Nothing. 0. Okay, so let's find out. No, it's I think it should return blank. So get value position, and the search screen is make into a value, a list, right? That we have Mick and Rick, right? So we have this 0, which is that was my expectation, because it's a number. This will return a number. So we have another, in order to benefit from the service or to use the content of Latin. Look, for the subscription, Peter Ginn says you have to pay for this website. Yes, you can use it for free. I tell you how to use it for free. This website here, right? So how to use it for free? You need to say somewhere in your development, if you want to commercialize it, if it's for your own your private use, you don't need. Otherwise, you need to say, hey, by the way, this icon comes from the icon here. I should have said here, the icon comes from the Flight Icon website, and it's not covered by the copyright, blah 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 blah. Okay, but we're not selling anything, so we're not selling. We're not making money.
FMSP is free.
Yeah, we're not making money out of nothing. So and we are going a freaking good advertisement for that website. So they should pay us. Okay, so but the pricing is ridiculous. I mean, for me, I use it, every single minute. So I pay like a $9 a month. Okay. So
Larry, don't leave us hanging why quick access is not working. Well, we're getting to the end of the time, and I don't know how long it'll take to bug fix that. So. Yeah.
No, but I'm not going. I don't know why. To be honest, the preference works, and it should be because I don't know.
Let's put some bug fixes for another point in time. So I think we are.
I don't know.
Don't use a worse thing.
Shrug. But
Quick
thank you very
access.
much, Nick. I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
We've got you back tomorrow,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
We'll give you
Nick,
tomorrow.
is Nick back tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're back tomorrow,
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Good. All right, cool. We'll see everyone tomorrow. See ya.
There you go.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!